Hi, my name is Einat Weizman. This play is about Palestinian political prisoners in Israel. It was supposed to be performed at the Akko Festival in 2017, the largest theater festival in Israel. But the Minister of Culture and the Mayor of Akko were alarmed. They said it is a play about terrorists, and the play was banned. For 2 years, I've been trying to find it a theater. I'm asked if this is also about prisoners serving because of their armed struggle. The answer is yes. It is also about them. Then I'm asked if I support terrorism. So let me tell you where I stand in order to be clear. The Israeli occupation should face resistance. I think the best way is nonviolent resistance. But it is not our place as Israelis to tell the Palestinians how to resist. The people on whose biography this play is based have already served their sentence in prison. Some after a trial and some without. Some because of armed struggle and some because they have wrote a poem or posted something on Facebook. Some of them has not done anything at all. I don't judge the prisoners again. It is not court here. It's a theater. What you see here is neither prison nor interrogation. It is reconstructions from prisoners' memories. The people on stage are not prisoners. They are actors. Almost everything I know about prison, I learned from one released prisoner. He has been in prison for 33 years. He is out on parole, so he cannot be identified. Anything he does could send him back to prison. We will call him X.
1 in 4 Palestinians serves time in prison. 1 in 4. For you, each fourth. Prison is one of the most important places to grow politically and intellectually. You learn Hebrew there. You read there. There, even if you don't belong to a political group, you start belonging to one. There, you learn to hate again. The character Wissam is a reconstruction based on my memories. But he is not just me. He is all the different prisoners from all different places, accused of all kinds of different things. The biographies of the different prisoners merge. But the first step is not at all at prison. It's at home, in bed. At 3 a.m., the soldiers broke into your home with a lot of force, with vests and weapons. The little kids woke up and start crying in fear. They throw your father onto the floor, and the soldier slaps your mother. They pulled you out of bed, handcuffed you, blindfolded you with a piece of flannel, then throw you in a jeep, and you start a journey you don't know when will end.
Listen, set up. Du vet hvorfor du er her?
Nei, jeg vet ikke.
Vi kaster bort tid her. Fortell oss om Hassan.
Hassan hvem?
Du vet godt hvem Hassan er.
Jeg kjenner flere som heter Hassan.
Ja, så fortell oss hvilke Hassan du kjenner da.
Tenkte kanskje du kunne fortelle meg det? Så ikke du
Nå skal du høre jævlig nøye etter. Du kommer aldri til å se dagslys igjen. Jeg skal personlig sørge for at du får livstid, din jævlig araber! Møtte du Hassan Safi i februar, ja eller nei?
Kan jeg få gå på do?
Møtte du Hassan Safi?
Jeg må på do!
Du kan drite i buksa, du stinker uansett. Møtte du Hassan Safi i februar, ja eller nei?
Jeg kjenner ikke noe Hassan!
Jævla løgner! Du kommer til å dø her, skjønner du? Vi gir oss ikke før du snakker. Du kommer til å dø her, skjønner du det? Hvor er den jævla horungen? Hassan Safi! Snakk for faen! Du kommer til å dø her inne, skjønner du det? Du skal dø her inne hvis du ikke snakker. Hvor er Hassan Safi? Hvor er Hassan Safi? Snakk for faen, din jævlig araber! Nå snakker du! Snakk for faen! Har du fått nok?
Det er nok! Jeg kjenner Hassan Safi! Jeg skal fortelle dere alt! Alt dere vil! La meg være i fred!
The minute you start talking, they unchain you from the shackles. You are immediately seated on a standard chair in front of a table with paper and a pen. And then you sign the confession. The physical torture is over, but then starts the mental grief. They bring you fresh food, drinks. They change your blood-stained shirt and you are taken handcuffed to the military court with an escort of 6 armed soldiers around you. But it's not regular court. It's like a confession factory. It's a long line of containers lined up one next to the other. In every container, lots of court cases run simultaneously. You go in, you get some lawyer. Every lawyer has like 100 cases. They run back and forth between the containers. An interpreter comes in. Translates half of the stuff. You say something, he translates to whatever he feels like. Your case is just a deal on a belt. It's a market. There is no process, no hearing, no proof. They just read aloud from the confession you signed after the torture. From the moment they seize you, you hardly stand a chance of getting out of there without a sentence. It really doesn't matter whether you did something or not. But in court, you can see your mom and dad for the first time since you were arrested, sitting worried in the back. You must stand proud. Show you didn't break.
All I knew about X is that he wanted to carry out some kind of action against soldiers and that it didn't happen in the end. I Googled him and found photos from his release day. Lots of people and flags, and he was on someone's shoulders. Then I saw a video of him falling at his mother's feet. It took me a while to call. What will I say? That I want to write a play about Palestinian prisoners? But I needed to talk with him. I began meeting X once a week. Slowly, he led me into the prison. When I felt like I was suffocating and no longer able to hear, we would talk about art, theater, food, family. But even when we talked about family, we soon end up talking about prison again. There is no Palestinian family that hasn't got a relative in prison. And when someone goes to prison, the whole family goes too.
Pappa. Fint å se deg. Går det greit med deg? Og mamma? Bra.
Når kommer du ut?
Jeg kommer ut snart. Men nå er du her. Du må fokusere på det. Hvordan går det i butikken da? Går det rundt uten meg? Du tar medisinen, eller? Mamma passer på. Pappa, vet du hva? Jeg har begynt å lese engelsk. Jeg lærer meg selv nå litt og litt. Så jeg leser Hemingway, Gamle mannen og havet. Har du lest den? Og så har jeg begynt å trene. Så nå er det push-ups, sit-ups hver dag. Du, se her da. Så jeg kommer til å slå deg håndbak når jeg kommer ut.
Når er det du kommer ut?
Snart. Da drømmer jeg om at vi kan dra på fisketur, pappa. Sånn som du og bestefar, ikke sant? Vet du hva, jeg skal søke om at vi kan møtes uten glassvegg mellom oss, så er det litt enklere å prate sammen. Pappa? Ja. Jeg er glad i deg, pappa.
There were only men I met, a woman meeting men, an Israeli meeting Palestinians. They were all heroes, they were all survivors, they were all men. Then I met Dareen Tatour, the poet who was arrested and put under house arrest because of a poem she had posted on Facebook. She became a female guide to understand more details about the conditions of the prisoners. Her texts resist both the occupation and the Palestinian patriarchy. In prison, they soon understood the importance of Dareen's writing, so they took from her the pen and the paper. But she managed to break loose a part of her zipper and scratched her poems on the walls.
شاعرة وراء القضبان. في سجني قابلت أناسا وسمعت أقاصيص كثيرة لا رقم لها بل لا تحصى، فهناك القاتل والجاني وهناك السارق والحافي وهناك المؤمن والكافر وهناك الضائع والحائر وهناك الأسرى من وطني قد ولدوا من رحم الألم، أطفال عاشوا في العدم وانصدموا من قهر الدنيا، كبروا بل كبرت أحزان كالوردة في تربة ملح، ومسار الذنب إذا قالوا نفدي للوطن بلا حد ونحب البلد وللأبد، ما عرفوا أبدا ما فعلوا، اعتنقوا الحب بلا خوف، قد حل العشق جريمتهم، السجن مصير العشاق. وبدأت حوارا مع روحي في لحظة شكي وشرودي، ماذا عن جرمك يا نفسي؟ لا أعرف معناه الآن. الشيء الواحد قد قلته، أني أفصحت بأفكاري فكتبت عن الظلم الجاري دونت الحرف وآهاتي بقصيدة شعر مكتوبة. التهمة قد لبست جسدي من أخمص قدمي للرأس، فأنا شاعرة في السجن، شاعرة من بلد الفن. كلمات التهمة في الحكم. القلم أداة الإجرام، الحبر دماء الإحساس، جعلوه الشاهد والباصم من أجل النطق بتهمتنا. اسمع يا قدري يا عمري ما قال الحاكم والقاضي، أشعاري صارت متهمة وقصيدتنا باتت جرمة. في بلد الحكم الحرية، السجن مصير الفنان.
I'm asked why I continue to write about this. How can I wish to be a traitor against my own people? And I ask, why is everyone silent? Every night, men are kidnapped, and women, and kids too. Sometimes even without reason, without trial. They are in prison right now, while we are here.
Se der utover, du ser en seng, en madrass, en TV, en bok, familiebesøkene dine. Alt det der har vi fått gjennom kamp.
Du, mange av de kampene har ikke ført til en dritt.
Hva for bidige lille ting, så ligger det en syltestrek.
Ok.
Ok? Hva mener du med ok? Vi har jo prøvd alt annet, og har jo oppnådd ingenting. For å oppnå målene våre, så trenger vi å organisere oss som et kollektiv, og vi trenger heroisme.
Tilbake til slagordene.
Ingen kan ignorere oss hvis vi sultestreiker.
Du, har du glemt hva som skjedde under forrige streik?
Faen, kan du drasse av
Du, 3 av unggutta brøt etter 2 uker, og mange av de som er her nå er i tenåra.
Ja, og det er akkurat det riktige
Du,
alderen.
kaster du ut den streiken nå, så kommer de til å bryte, og vi oppnår ingenting!
Wissam? Hva sier du? Er du med oss? Wissam?
Ja, jeg er med. Ja, du må ikke, det er frivillig, du skjønner det, ikke sant?
Ja, det er kollektivet som bestemmer når det skal slutte. Du har et kollektivt ansvar.
Slutter en, så slutter flere. Da.
Fengselsledelsen kommer til å gjøre hva som helst for å få en av oss til å bryte streiken.
Det er et spill.
Det er ikke et spill. Det er en kamp.
Hvem bryter først? Fengselsledelsen eller fangene?
De kommer til å lyve for deg. Hvis fengselsledelsen kommer for å forhandle med deg, så må du si...
Det er feil adresse. Vi har ledere. Jeg er bare en soldat. Forstår du? Ja. Og det viktigste av alt, det er at du ikke snakker om mat.
Aldri snakk om mat.
A hunger strike is the last weapon. We get into it because the situation is really bad. And after trying to attain everything in negotiation with the Israeli prison service, we have minimal demands. We are not talking here about ending the occupation or liberating lands, but about the right to hug your son in a visit, to cancel isolation for long periods, to end the medical neglect, that the children in prison can do their senior high school exams, the right to be treated as a human being.
Hvor mye er klokka?
Seks.
Da er det middagstid hjemme hos mora mi.
Du sa at vi ikke skulle snakke om mat.
Hold kjeft. Jeg snakker ikke om mat, jeg snakker om mora mi. Det er sikkert mange gjester her. Og de spiser mujadara med salat, tomat, løk, mynte, litt sitron,
for salat.
Og hvor yoghurten?
Du spiser ikke mujadara med yoghurt. Det best med salater.
Vi alle har spist mujadara med salat. Liksom. Jeg skal fortelle deg hemmeligheten bak en skikkelig mujadara.
Du har liksom blitt matekspert nå.
For det første, mujadara skal lages med bulgur. Bulgur selve basisen til en autentisk, rural mujadara.
Ja, kom med hele foredraget nå, det passer fint. Perfekt.
Hva har du en mujadara? Jo, du har linsa, du har løk selvfølgelig, bulgur. Men selve hemmeligheten.
Ligger i sukkeret.
Ja. Men når tar du i sukkeret?
I løken.
Nei! Når du steker løken! Da blir det helt himmelsk.
Men ble vi ikke enige om å ikke snakke om mat?
Snakk ikke om mat.
Han bare forklarer.
Snakk om prinsipper. Samme hva jeg gjør, så blir den ikke like god som mamma sin. Det det som ekte mujadara.
Mammas mujadara. Uten bulgur.
Jeg kunne tenke meg en falafel.
Vi sa ikke snakk om mat.
Faen, liksom.
Hunger is not at all what bothers you on a hunger strike. The sensation of hunger disappears on the third day, and then the pain starts. The pain starts in the joints and spread to the bones and weakness. When the strike begins, the administration starts confusing and hazing the prisoners, moving them between the cells, the wards, and various prisons to drain them out. On the fifth day, disorientation sets in. After 2 weeks, the body begins to digest itself. Weakness increases. You start having dizzy spells. Your heart rate slows down, and with it, blood pressure drops. After 1 month, irreversible damage to the kidneys, the pancreas, and the liver sets in. You slowly begin to lose hearing. The muscles of the eyes become numb and hard to move. You start having double vision. It's difficult to swallow water. The body begins to bleed in all kinds of places. Your breathing stops being regular, and one of the following days or weeks will cause heart attack or respiratory disorder, and you will die.
Hei, Lysam. Lysam. Hvordan går det?
Hvordan gikk det på klinikken?
De sa at jeg kommer til å dø hvis jeg fortsetter.
Det visst preik.
Jeg må gi meg. Jeg kommer til å dø.
Du skal ikke dø.
Lysam, de tør ikke å la deg dø.
De sa at skadene kunne være uopprettelige.
De lyver for deg. Lysam.
Jeg er nødt for å gi meg. Jeg kommer til å dø.
2 dager til, og så gir de seg.
Lysam, se på meg. Lysam! Du kommer til å være stolt av denne seieren for resten av ditt liv. Hører du?
Hvis vi taper da, jeg klarer ikke, jeg må gi meg, unnskyld! Unnskyld.
You don't decide yourself when to stop. You are not allowed to take us down with you. I don't want anyone to hear your weakening. Remember, it's all in your head. You want to be the first to fall. I will read you a letter from a prisoner that hunger striked with me. Samir Isawi is the Palestinian prisoner who hunger striked for the longest time. Listen to this. I'm stronger than the occupation. Despite extreme fatigue, headache, and colds, I try to gather all my strength to continue on my way to the end. There is no turning back, but in my triumph. Do not fear my heart will stop. Do not fear my hands will be paralyzed. My death is the only weapon left to me by tyrants and prison guards against the racist policies of the occupation that degrades our people. I use it against all means of oppression and abuse. If I fall in a battle, my spirit will rise as an outcry for freedom, liberation, and redemption for all prisoners and captives. I will still be alive today and tomorrow and after death.
The 2017 Akko Theatre Festival collapsed. The Jaffa Theatre began to receive threats. Al Midan Theatre was closed because they staged a play about the political prisoner Walid Daqqa. I never heard about him before, but all Palestinians know who Walid Daqqa is. He is one of the Palestinian intellectual leaders. The fact that so many Israelis haven't heard about Walid only shows how far apart we are. We live in the same place, but not in the same culture. Walid was the first who started a legal struggle for the right to procreation. He exposed the inequality of the fact that political Israeli prisoners, even convicted to murder, still have the right to meet their wife in separate chambers with mating facilities, and many of them have conceived several children while in prison. For 13 years, Walid has been struggling in the court system to get permission to meet his wife for intimate. But he didn't get a permission, as if the government sees his baby as a future terrorist. Therefore, it was seen as a revolutionary victory that Walid's wife, Sana, on the 3rd of February this year, gave birth to the little baby girl Milad, conceived with smuggled sperm. How do they smuggle sperm? I don't know, because none of the prisoners was willing to tell me. Maybe they were a little embarrassed, maybe because there is something a little intimate about it, sharing it with a woman. It's not like smuggling notes or mobile phones. The most precious thing to smuggle out is life itself.